Was Olivia gonna make it or?
Don't know. I don't think so. I texted her about location and she said, do you know about her kid?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
she
she was
said
gonna phone
they're
in
at
or something.
home and she's not gonna make
Yeah, I got the idea she probably wasn't, but
Well, all right. We have two.
Well, you want to say it.
Oh, John. Oh, he must be.
I'm ready as soon as you are, Sarah. Why don't you run the meeting from there? It'll be
You want
easier.
me?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Um, I would like to call our special meeting for Tuesday, November 18th, to order. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Oops,
I make a
sorry, I
motion
missed roll
to,
call. We can do that. Sorry, roll call. I'm present in person. John Beller is present via Zoom. Olivia Goodale is absent. Could I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I make a motion to adopt agenda as written.
I will second. All in favor? Motion
Aye.
carried. Aye. Aye. Well, there's only two of us. This is hard.
I know, it's hard.
I've never done it before either. Okay, there is no public present, so we have no comments today. Item number 3, the minutes from October 21st. I was able to complete those today with the few missing, it was more formatting stuff that was missing, but they are complete now. Could I get a motion to approve the minutes from October 21st special meeting?
Yeah. Yes, I'd make a motion to approve the minutes from October 21st as written.
I second. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay. Moving on. Erica Rice is here to present the logo options. Yeah, after feedback from last week.
Okay.
Take it away, Erica.
Okay. Hi, John, wherever you are. I don't know if you can see me.
I can see you.
You're on
Okay,
this
good.
camera, I think.
Earlier today, I sent you the link that has all of the updated imagery, and then I also brought the binder in case you want to look at it in person, in living color. So the top of that page with the link, that has the different logo styles or logo layouts with the pictures. Or with the colors,
Oh, I had the tab too.
number 1 palette. That has the icons on white and also shows it on black. I just wanted to show you the difference between those two and you could kind of assess from there. If you scroll down, I've given you an option for all of the icons in each of the different signature colors so that you could decide which icon you wanted on which color, which activity you wanted to associate with each color. So there's 4 options there, notated by a set. And then at the bottom, I also provided set 5, which instead of the blue is more of that royal purple color, in case you wanted to switch that out. So that's an option for the blue color. And then both of the top color palettes, or the top color palette one, they're the same except one has that purple color in it. And then below that is sort of the update draft of the branding poster. So you can see that sort of taking shape a little bit more, and you'll see how all of the brand assets are going to play into your brand guide and your brand poster. So that is the tour of the materials. By the end of the meeting today, I would like your opinion on which icon colors, which activity you'd like to associate with which color, whether you'd like it on white or black, and if we can, an approval to move forward with finalizing all of the brand assets and also finalizing the brand guide.
Yeah,
Also,
so good. I'm just looking at this right here, and I like the black, but I like the river in white because it kind of gets hidden in that blue. So I like the colors on the first one in black. Oh, I like the first horizontal one.
okay.
Does that make? Yeah.
Yep.
Thoughts, Sarah?
Yeah. I like the set one white or set one black, but then the water in white.
Yeah, that's kind of the way yeah.
I guess I kind of liked set 5, but I thought that looked like the same blue, not purple. Is that different? Is that slightly different? Yeah. I think, yeah, I liked set 5 with the white. I mean, the black's okay. I think it's nice to have both options, like depending on what the background is and what you're printing it on.
Yeah, maybe that's what makes the most difference. Yeah, it's what you're putting it on.
Yeah, if you do have let's say you have a banner that has a darker background, like you're sponsoring something, you're going to want a higher contrast for that, which is like you'll either specify the white or like the background of the banner material will show through. So that's sort of the option there.
I'm okay with the water always being white then, even on something like that, if it's just the water.
Okay.
So I like John's suggestion.
Okay.
I don't know if this is nitpicky, but it's kind of bugging me. Like now that I see the two people side by side, like their bodies are just a little too different. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like the ball player is a little like blocky.
He's wearing a jersey.
Chunky. And maybe that drawing could just be a little more streamlined. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you want the ball player more streamlined, or do you want them to look more the same?
Maybe just more the same, because you can see like one has a floating head, the other head's attached. Like I don't know, maybe that's just nitpicky stuff. But
no, that's great.
I'm not an artist by any means, but yeah, I like the colors. But I liked the purple option. And what was the difference between the color blocks there? Oh, it's kind of the same colors, just.
Yeah, everything's the same except that blue color. Just because you guys wanted a different blue color, and I just wanted to give you something a little bit different to compare.
Can I see the actual?
Yes. Yeah, so it's the same thing, you do page through. So it's-
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a little more purple. I like the blue better than the purple.
You do like blue better, okay.
I do.
Good. I was going to say that, but I thought I'm less of an artist than you, Sarah.
Yeah, just the difference on the computer screen.
Mhm.
Everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to choose which activities go with which color?
I think I like how you have them laid out on that option.
On the first one there.
Yeah, the yellow
Yep,
with the
I like-
mountains.
Yep, I like that.
Okay,
I
so
just wouldn't want to see the two people. Maybe, I guess, no, I like how you have it laid out on the logo where the people are opposite
Are
and the water
opposite,
and the mountains
okay.
are opposite. I like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. And so the only change we want to make then probably is get those people the same, similar.
color is white.
Which it kind of looks like you did on this one anyways. The water's still white on that black background. With the,
Yeah, on the top logo.
yep.
Yeah.
And I guess one other difference I saw with the black, where the little park guy is on
On the ground.
on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just a difference in like when you place it on something or
That's just a difference in the detail. So if you like him on the ground, we can do that, or if you just want it straight up leading to the border, we can do that too. I think I kind of like him on the ground. But that's up to you.
what do you think, John? Did
Boy.
you notice that?
Yeah, I know now that you're saying it. And then would we put a ground under the soccer player too?
Yeah.
So ground on him, then which of the two body types do we want to select? If that's to make them consistent.
I don't mind the floating head, but it might be floating a little too much.
Okay.
Maybe like something in between connected and where it's floating. I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe a little, maybe the soccer player a little more, choice of a better word, thin like the hiker there.
What do you think, Katie? Anything?
I mean, I just got my eye when I look at the guy playing soccer, it's like the angle of his body when he's like when they are, gearing up to kick.
Yeah.
That's what that's gonna look like. Where your chest is gonna be a little bit more pronounced and your back is gonna be a little bit distant. So it kind of, to me, my eye gives it more of an action shot, I guess, for an action sport, and probably one of the reasons why its body is like that.
I don't know. Maybe
But
do
if
we
you
want
look at like a soccer player or somebody getting ready to kick, they're at an
Yeah.
angle when they're, so
Yeah, they're not
that's
like
why
this.
they're not gonna be necessarily sideways, so.
what if we added like a backpack or something to the other guy?
I think
Would that be too much?
It might be a little too much, but we can see. And also like when it's just a line drawing like that, it's hard to sort of, it's just
Make
gonna
it-
look like kind of a mound.
Or walking stick? I don't know.
Yeah, we could do a walking stick if you want, like a hiking pole.
I would
Sure.
go with the hiking pole.
I don't know. Or maybe just shrink the soccer player a little bit. If you added the ground and shrunk him a little.
So they're
Right.
kind of the same.
Change the
same.
proportions.
Yep. I'm good with that approach.
Yeah, maybe it's just the proportion that's often, I see the movement.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I saw that, you can tell he's going to kick the ball, but yeah.
So match the proportions.
Yeah.
People. Yeah.
All right, what else did you want us to decide?
I think that's it. Colors, background color, and approval to move forward to the final stages.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you guys.
I think with those we can, move forward. Do we need to vote on that?
Yeah, it's an action item.
Well, have we had an official, do we vote when we adopt the actual logo? Or do we have to vote every time I don't think we've been making votes as we
We
change
haven't
things.
before. Yeah. I
I
guess
think
we'll
it's
make.
when we adopt it as our logo.
Okay.
Yeah, we can wait. I was thinking we could adopt it with the changes, but yeah, let's wait until we
Oh.
see it. That's good.
Me to add that as an action item for the next meeting. We'll do the final vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that December 9th?
My calendar.
Let me take a look. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Anything else as far as the website goes or any other updates there? We got yet?
No updates. I was gonna ask Katie about photos. Have you been getting some?
3 people so far.
Oh, okay.
But they've given me a lot and I put them
Okay,
in the
good.
shared drive and I relabeled them.
Okay, great.
Um,
And I
per
have
the-
a lot to send you still also.
Okay.
Because remember I told you I didn't want to be
Yeah,
in
to
the
be-
contest, but
yeah.
I'll just dump the ones that I have. I have a lot.
So with that, I guess now that we're on this question with the photos, then I wasn't here when the contest the idea was established. When and how are we making that decision? The first is when they're supposed to have everything submitted, and that's when we cut off the deadline for
Mhm.
pictures, correct?
Yeah.
And then are we going to the meeting on the 9th to vote on them?
I would think so.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Right, John? Is that the plan?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And I think in the meantime, we could, if those photos all sort of like meet the general criteria, like
Mhm.
they're appropriate and you like them and they're of decent quality,
Yeah.
we can give those to Civic Plus.
Okay.
And then they can start putting it in
I'd
different
love to.
places.
Yeah.
I agree.
So maybe I'll give you access. I don't know if I've given you access to that Dropbox yet, so I can just give you access to that and
send it again.
then put them in there.
Perfect. I relabeled them too, so we kind of have an idea of what is on each of them.
Yeah. I didn't know if people were actually going to follow the instructions on the labeling or not.
No,
So
but that's
yes.
okay, because actually the shared drive made it really easy. It just popped up the little picture as an example. I'm like, oh, that's an outdoor environment one, or that is a biking one, or Tetons, or so people know what they're looking at.
Sure. Access to them. John, did you have a question?
No, I'm good with it.
Oh,
Good with
okay.
that.
I thought you were trying to ask.
Okay.
Katie, I could use a bio and a photo
No, I still need to.
Oh, of me?
of you.
Okay.
I got Donna's. Thank you very much.
I can do
I was shamed into it by Sarah last time.
I'm ashamed. Do your homework. Did you do an action photo or more of a portrait style?
More of a portrait, just me standing there.
Okay. I didn't know with the one you had in the newspaper. I guess you were wearing a bike helmet, but it wasn't like an
Yeah,
action.
It
I
was
think
that
it's the same one.
That one.
There's so few pictures of me that don't look bad, so
I know.
have to use it.
I'm not photogenic either. Anything else?
No, nothing else from me.
Well, thank you, Erica.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
thank
being
you.
here.
Excited to get this out there.
Okay, item 5, RFP approval. This is an action item.
I think I was good to go. I think Olivia mentioned she didn't think she had any more comments at this point. Were there any other changes?
No, I think the one thing that was hoping to get is, I don't know what, there's little areas of the document that are requesting like a time frame, like when we give it out to the
Oh.
public, how much time we give
In
them.
the budget.
So if we can look
Right.
at that document and fill in those blanks, then we would be able to come up with a way of being able to get to a date to actually share it so everybody's on an even playing field. Oh, and if there's something that we're offering as far as monetary value for people's work and what that price is gonna look like.
Yeah. I would suggest, if we're going to issue it soon, that we make it a month, because it'll be over the holidays, and so that'll give people more time to respond. So maybe by the, like 1st of January, have them returned to us.
Okay.
I would leave. I always hate to put in a number if we can avoid it. I'd prefer not to put a budget range in there.
So just delete that line.
Yeah.
I think it was highlighted last time I looked at it.
Get it in there.
Towards the end. Still haven't opened it.
Sorry, let me pull that up. I don't believe I threw it into the documents, did I?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I did.
That's what material. Yeah, so it was the last page. It had a project budget range, so I think we can just delete that.
Do we have, let me, tell me what you guys want me to get off. I will, and then I'll put it in the shared. So project budget range off.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's at the very bottom of the page, we do want it digitally submitted, so I'll change that to the info. TVPRD. And then the proposal should contain all information requested. Proposing firm should submit the proposal no later than, are we gonna have them do like a 5 p.m. on the first week of January?
Yeah, let's do since it's going to be electronic, let's do a close of business.
What's the close of business around here?
Well, I've always thought that's sort of midnight, so they can submit up to then.
Okay.
So
I'll do 11:59. Let's do 11:59. I've seen that before.
Okay, that sounds good.
On January, do we want to do it after the holiday?
Yes.
Just trying to think what the calendar.
The 2nd is a Friday.
Yeah.
So would you guys want it to do the 5th of January then, that Monday?
Yeah, let's do the 5th. I think that sounds good.
And then our next meeting date.
Proposal will take place, our next meeting. So actually, I got to come up with that schedule now too.
Yeah, because we need to swear in Matt at that meeting.
Okay. So if we were going to go off of what we're doing right now, the traditional meetings regular meetings are Tuesdays,
The second Tuesday of the
the
month.
second Tuesday of the month.
Yep.
So that would put it on the 13th of January. So towards when it says preliminary project schedule, the following tentative schedules, anticipation for selection, contract negotiation, contract award. Proposal review will take place January 13th.
Yeah, like it's a good timeline. It gives us a week to look at stuff before our meeting.
Yep.
26. The master plan associated with the proposal will commence on or about, so I guess when we take it public.
How long should it take?
To
To complete the plan, isn't that what this?
For the project schedule, the master plan associated with this proposal will kind of start, we'll start to follow the plan. Like the following month, like that February,
Once it's approved.
upon approval.
upon approval. Yeah, just leave it upon approval.
Okay. But upon commission approval, commence on or. Okay. Timeline that is projected for the preparation completion of the updated Parks and Recreation Master Plan is blank months from the award date. Note, if no assessment survey is required, the timeline may be shortened. Is that necessary? Do you feel that
No.
long is necessary?
Should
No,
they
I
come
think,
up, shouldn't they have a timeline in their plan?
Yeah, they're going to propose a schedule for us.
So
Okay,
delete that bullet point.
done.
Yep.
Okay. So it'll just stop at that with the master plan associated will commence upon commissioner's approval.
Directors.
Directors, my bad, sorry. On directors. Okay.
At the top of the document, it says 1/7/2026. Is that what we just,
Where are we
a
looking?
few days, just the very top to update
Oh, okay.
the due date.
1, 2. Did I have that at 1/6?
Wasn't it the 5th?
Yeah.
Friday was the 2nd?
Yes. Okay. All right, now let me. Okay. I just moved it into meeting docs with the updates.
Okay, and this is an action item. John, do you feel comfortable approving this with those edits?
Yes, I do. Well, yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the request for proposals for updating the Teton County Recreation and Master Access Plan with the recommended edits just discussed.
I second.
Right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. So now we need to get it into the paper, right? Or what did we decide how were we gonna advertise this one?
Yeah, I think the paper, we've got several folks, well, both Harmony and the Land for, or the Public Lands Group, they both wanted a copy, so we can forward to them both. Yeah, the paper, there are other more broad regional
I mean, maybe like a paper in Idaho Falls would be good. Maybe, since there's,
The Post Register. Yeah, that's probably not
yeah,
bad. And then probably post it on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Just a notice to it.
how many notices, well, what's the notice requirement? Just once?
Just so we get enough, let's make sure I don't know if there's a specific number, but let's do it twice, two weeks apart, maybe. If we do here, let's see if let's show up next week if we get it out soon, and then a couple weeks after.
So next week and then mid-December?
Or
Or
first of
first week
December,
of
would that be first? Yeah. Trying to think of what things are going by pretty fast here, aren't they? Let's see
Yes.
where are we? Yeah, we're already the 18th. So next week so next week and then maybe so that would be the 26th and then maybe the 3rd or 3rd or 10th. Let's do the 3rd
Yeah.
because people might miss the 26th too. So yeah, I think that's.
And I think the government notice deadlines for the TDN is Friday versus Monday for advertising.
So
Okay,
if we
good.
got it to them this
Thurs-
Friday,
yeah,
it
it's
can
either
go in
Thursday
next
or
week.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, then it goes in the following Wednesday.
And who does this go to?
It goes to the Teton Valley News.
Okay.
Olivia's been the contact for us for them so far. So maybe reach out to Olivia and see what process she's been able to go through to be successful in getting stuff in there.
Okay.
And they're both owned by the Post Register is owned by the same group. So
Yeah, it's the same deadline.
Okay.
Okay. Well, item 6, projects proposed. Were you able to get anything from Driggs?
we got both Katie and I sat through their Parks and Rec or Parks meeting last week, and they came up with a list of items. We haven't seen it specifically yet, but they're basically looking at the all next year. So there's really nothing going to be in a short term, near term fix. It's going to be more longer term stuff for next year. But I haven't seen that list come back yet. I had forwarded Doug Self the copy of the example powers agreement, and he had some concerns with that. So I'll run those by the lawyer. More of his concerns was that he felt that the city council probably wouldn't want to do a joint commission, but we'll have to see what we can or can't do there.
Okay. And I didn't hear anything from Titonia. So I don't know. I guess we have a few things. The fairgrounds, submitted that more formal document about that shelter. And then the stuff they had for the signage on the river.
Yeah.
Did we have feedback from the lawyer on those items?
Well, yeah. That whole list I sent him, I think it was copied on that email that I had, and he kind of seemed fairly positive with those, I thought, and said, he said, I think we can do these, and this is the method we ought to use, and that's the joint powers agreement. So maybe the next step for the county stuff, which would, I think, going through the fairgrounds and for the water folks, it would be through Dan. And so maybe we get a copy of that to Dan for him to look at and see if they have any issues with it. Dan Reyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan Lehman's on here. Do you have anything you want to add?
Hi, everyone. No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay, well, I guess we'll move forward and just make sure this passes muster. Get
Yeah,
these
I think,
projects going.
yeah, I think the way, yeah, if we, it's going to be that kind of, uh, that joint powers agreement is kind of going to be the template for what we need to use and then figure out, how we address the specific sub projects in there. Um, so maybe the county's probably the easiest one to work with to start with. So let's maybe use that one as kind of like maybe, and maybe we want to edit that agreement to kind of send back to Jeff and say, okay, what do you think of this, and how would you modify it? You know,
So I would think we would want to do separate agreements because they're kind of separate departments within the county, right? Between the shelter at the fairgrounds and the stuff for the river.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, how best to do that, or if we can do a joint powers agreement that kind of covers the county, and then we go address specific, list of these projects underneath it. I think that would be, if we can do it that way, maybe I'll broach that subject with Jeff to see what he thinks, but I think that would
Fairgrounds
give
under
us,
the county?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, I think that would give us a better, a little easier. So we're not writing a million agreements. If we can get away with fewer agreements and put more stuff under them, I think that would be,
It'd be nice to get like a county agreement that can be fairly generic with us understanding what our sandbox looks like for the county
right.
and what legally we can and cannot agree to, and then do the same thing with cities, because there's definitely gonna be a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
No,
think with
I
the cities, if we can find like a broad document that we can kind of piece together for each of the needs, but following the same rules and regulations as far as money, that might be
yeah.
a good method to go and just get a clearer picture from our attorneys on what we can and can't do.
Yep. Yep. I think that's good. I think Driggs will come around. They're kind of a little bit more, I would say, controlling than maybe others might be. So that's probably they're probably going to be the hardest. I would guess. I'm just guessing Tetonia might be the easiest if they ever come around, and the county's going to be somewhere in between there. Victor, I don't know, but uh,
Well, I
yeah.
know
So
the
let's.
mayor was busy with Mary Poppins this past weekend and week, so
Yeah.
he had a lot on his plate.
Yeah. That guy is ADD for sure. Yeah, he's a good one though. Yep, yep. So, yeah, so let's. I'll talk to Jeff about that a little bit more and see what we can get. But yeah, go ahead and broach it with the county and just say, hey, here's what we're thinking. This is what our legal folks think. Something like this, and get their feedback of, yeah, that makes sense, or no, we'll never be able to do that, and then we'll figure something else. But I think it seems reasonable. It seems like a good approach because we're then not just handing money over to them. We're managing that money too, and because we're responsible for it. And so we need to be able to also have some control and accountability to it too. So
Yeah, because the one thing about the shelter is it's still the amount they're requesting is still dependent on whether or not they get that T-Mobile grant or Verizon grant, whatever that one.
T-Mobile, yeah.
So
And then they're also talking about depending on how big they want to make the shelter and what we can match with that grant. So if they get like a $7,000 grant, we give them $7,000, and that's going to be on the smaller end of the tent, and it can go up to whatever that amount was for a bigger one.
yeah. So when are they going to hear on the T-Mobile grant?
January.
oh, I thought it was the end of this month.
Was it the end of this month?
Yeah,
That was the first of the year.
I thought they said the end of November. The first of the year is the grant for the river for the
Oh,
parking
okay.
at Bates stuff that Suzanne's working on.
Okay, that's where I got the first of the year.
So yeah, I will keep in touch with Hallie as far as where they're at on that. But in the meantime, I will try to get on Dan's radar to just see. Or should we update that document first? as far as just making it specific to the county.
Why don't you just throw it by them and just say, hey, this is what they're, just sort of like what I did with Doug Self. Just provide them a copy. This is what our legal guys saying we ought to pursue, and get some feedback and see if they go, oh, no way, we're not going to do that. Well, that'll be a whole different story. Dan's creative enough that he may come back and say, here, I think I would modify it this way.
Okay,
And
I will
so that,
meet with
yeah,
Dan,
yeah,
that document, see what we can do.
yeah, because I think we need to, because this is new to some of them. I know the city of Victor and the city of Driggs appear, at least with their new effort to try to coordinate sewage plants. I think they've pursuing a similar document, joint powers agreement. So, yeah.
And I guess if I was able to get in with Jackie and the mayor, I could do the same thing. Bring
Yeah. Yeah.
that a document and see.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll be amenable to it. I mean, it makes sense, I think.
Okay. Any other things on projects?
Not on projects, no.
Okay, moving on. Item 7, the worker comp quote. It's my understanding we need to approve this so that we have workers' comp insurance for our employee.
I make a motion to approve the workers' comp quote that we received from the state.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. We're just so efficient, aren't we?
I figured this meeting would be
Yeah,
a little bit more
let's
quick.
well, we kind of lined a bunch of these up to be just sort of done. Actually, the last one we forgot last time, so that's a different problem. But
Yep.
that was my fault.
So, I mean, we don't have items for the next agenda on here, but I feel like we've outlined a few of them as we went. And
I just had one question for Katie. Have we put together an ad to get the advisory group applications?
No, do we have what application am I using?
I would use, so we need to put out just an ad, both in Facebook or through social media, and maybe one also in the paper, basically looking for interested people, and then go to the county website. They have a really simple kind of, why do I want to be on a committee form? And I think we decided last time that would be the one we'd use. So if somebody's interested, we send them that form to fill out. It's kind of a short little resume.
I'm taking a note on this.
just modified to
Yeah,
instead of theirs.
Yeah. It's pretty generic, so I think it'll work good for a lot of things.
You want this on social media and in the newspaper?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do both places. Yep.
Can you guys remind me the names of the newspapers, please?
Teton Valley News. And we'll probably this one we'll just do in the Teton Valley News since they need to live here. But the other one will do the Post Register in Idaho Falls also. So
that's for the RFP.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, one more time.
Teton Valley News.
And the other one?
Post Register. Just some light construction. If you could hear that, John.
Yeah.
Quick question on advertising for the RFP or putting that in, because we want everybody to have a fair shot at the same time. What date do we want to do this? Do we want to do it on a Friday?
Well, that's what we were saying. The dates. I think this Friday is the deadline
to put it out in the paper
for next week.
and online.
Yeah, we would post it online the same day that it goes in the paper, right? So that would be next Thursday or Wednesday when the paper comes out.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I don't want to try to go through this meeting with the times and stuff, so I just wrote it down. Okay, so RFP is gonna go this Friday into the Teton News and the Post Register, is that what it's called?
Yep.
And online. And for the commission, I'll put a Facebook post together and then I'll talk to the newspaper about getting advertising out there, yeah?
Yep.
For the,
Yeah.
Parks and Rec Commission
Yeah, what are we? Advisory committee?
advisory
Advisory committee, yep.
committee. Okay. Will do.
Any other matters?
Can't think of anything.
I will make a motion to adjourn our special meeting
I will
at
second that motion.
2:50. All in favor?
Aye. All right.
Okay, great meeting.
Thank you much.
They're all good meetings.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Best public meeting award.
I don't know, the Fair Board one was pretty good the other night.
They run a good one?
Yeah.